everybody, welcome back. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Of course, today is going to be a hot one, a really hot one. So, we're probably not going to have a really super long show because of obvious reasons that some people are going to feel like they're sitting in a skillet and slowly browning under high temperatures. So, or maybe like a piece of meat on a barbecue grill. Not exactly the kind of thing I want to sit on a live camera on a channel on the YouTube, feeling that kind of excessive heat coming at me. But I'm here, and we are going to hopefully have a nice morning show. Now, the people heard read the tarot readings from yesterday. There was a lot of likers of it, even though there was not a lot of viewers of it. Those who did view it did like the readings. It's statistically proven from looking at the ratio of likes to dislikes. I was not surprised, actually. You could sense there was a lot of positive energy in the readings and a lot of positive energy from your reader, as the reader doesn't feel like they're being pushed into a corner, which is nice. How you doing, Darnell? How you doing, Deborah Glaze? So, yeah, it was a good reading. It took a long time to upload because I did the taping of it so late. Because I was waiting for Instacart to come. And they did come, of course, but they came late. And so basically meant was by the time they finally came, it was like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go out there and tape this. And it takes time to process it. And you'll notice that because of resources that we tape the streams in 720 by 576 progressive scan 25 hertz PAL. It gives us extra scan lines, which we can use 96 extra scan lines instead of definition PAL, which makes it easy for us to get more stuff on the screen. If we were shooting this an American 720 by 480 and 60 cycles in progressive scan, I would have lost those extra 96 lines. And those 96 lines can be useful. Because if you wanted to, you could actually hide messages that only would be visible on PAL monitors and not visible in NTSC ones. I can't realistically think why you'd want to do that, but you can. You know, if you're the engineer running a studio, maybe you want to send something to the European and the other countries that use the PAL format, saying something like, hey, you know, welcome UK, welcome Ireland, welcome England, France, Germany, you know, Italy, Greece, Norway, Sweden, whatever. Americans would not see that because if you're trying to do a direct stream copy, they'd probably just crop it out so Americans wouldn't see that. How you doing, Krista? So, are we going to do some more tarot readings today? Well, it depends, because it is so hot. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's possible. I'll have to... So I did the week readings, and maybe I can focus, if I do is get another 12 readings in a day, we could cover romance, we could cover finances. Or we could just have a reading, or a vlog where I talk about some of the stuff that I need to talk about. That's good. I'm glad to know you're doing okay. Is there anything you guys would like to see in a tarot reading? I'll see if I can get it done. But is there anything you guys would like to see in a tarot reading for, say, the next week or two? Just like I said about the God, keep it simple, please. You know, don't make it too complicated, because if it gets complicated, then sending Francois secret messages. Hi, Carrie. How you doing? No, I haven't, but you know, I'm sure he's watching the readings. We need some readings for politicians. I could try. Excuse me, I was showing the cards yesterday, and unfortunately, you couldn't even see me on my head. Camera was a little off, angle was a little off. So I think, that's another thing we're gonna do. In one sense, the tarot card readings are the important ones. I'm doing fine, Carrie. How did you like yesterday's reading? Did you see it? I don't think he's gonna win. I did read on Biden already, and I don't see him winning. I don't even think he's going to win the primary, the Democratic primary. I think it's going to be open convention. I think Joe Biden is making a big mistake. Yeah, well, I think you will like it. Just to let you guys know the order of things, we did the air signs first, because they start with the letter A. The earth signs second, because they start with the letter E. The water signs last, because they start in with the letter W. Well, there's some slight screw-ups with the water signs as far as order goes. But the air signs is Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. With the earth signs was Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And with the water signs, it was let's see, make sure I get this right. I accidentally screwed up first and did Pisces, then Cancer, then Scorpio. So that was one that's kind of backwards. Is Cancer came before Pisces, or I'm sorry, guys. Cancer should come before it, and instead it came after Pisces. Krista says, maybe if I next time I meet up with you, hang out, we can go do a live stream somewhere other than McDonald's. From now until then, think of some place you would like to go. Well, we could go to McGreen's. We haven't been to McGreen's. We could go to ABC Pizza. We could stream from ABC Pizza, but I've done that with noodles. I think McGreen's would be good, even though McGreen's is a little on the expensive side. And we can go to Sophia's in Berkhamsted. Let's see. Trying to think, we could even possibly go to one of the Chinese buffets. Yeah. Well, you said that the Aquarian reading was a little complicated, John. It was a little complicated. You have an opportunity. You apparently had a heartbreak to start with, because apparently of those competitions, possibly for a job, between you and a friend that was like a partner. He got the job. You didn't. You both wanted the job, but he got it. You didn't get it. So you were kind of heartbroken. But in the end, Aquarius actually did still get ahead. It says it is hot out there, by the way. Yeah. To have emergency. I think right now what he probably needs more is something to build up his electrolytes. Because of the heat, it's sucking the juice right out of you. I know for me. Yeah. Just drink plenty of water for right now. Yeah. It can be. Your reading was certainly kind of had a couple twists and turns. It wasn't too bad, but it certainly was. It was a little twisted, but not too bad. Okay, that'd be a good consideration. You also could try drinking something, like you said, like Gatorade. If you don't have that, just get regular ice water will do just as fine. I got a refrigerator full of ice water bottles. Oh yeah, Chris. One thing we're gonna have to do is go to Cumberland Farms and get some coffee cups. Hey, right, we could in the fall we could do a video out on their deck, on the patio of Cumberland Farms. That is an idea for the cooler weather. That's some reason I did not downgrade my mobile internet plan because I want to do. How you doing, trolling? Yeah. We could. I would definitely do that more in the fall once because of the foliage change, the leaves change. Once the heat starts breaking. Right now it is so hot. What they'll be noticing is that we look like wet rags sitting out there in the sun beating on us. What do you think about Antifa getting the? I don't know anything about that, but hi, trolling. How you doing? I don't know anything about the 1% Motorcycle Club. Proud Boys would be the closest biker club I can think of. So I bought three huge cans of Country Time lemonade powder. Because they were offering a deal on buy about $20 worth of sponsored stuff and you get free delivery. Well, I said after I was looking at the offers, since the Country Time lemonade and the instant coffee were in there, I said, fine. I'll get 2 more cans of Country Time lemonades. That gives me 3. I don't think it makes any sense to get in a fight. Oh, by the way, for those of you who did not hear, Hoover Dam had a transformer explosion. No sabotage. It's just the transformer just blew up. Okay. Maybe too much load. Too many people running things like air conditioners. The power transformer at the Hoover Dam just basically couldn't take it. It's the engines, Captain. They can't take it anymore. Kaboom! That's the reality. Transformers like those are usually large oil cooled, either active or passively cooled oiled transformers. Unfortunately, as the windings get hotter and hotter and hotter, the enamel starts to burn off. And when the enamel burns out, the windings start to short. What's Christie's? What's Christie's? Is that a restaurant? Well, right now it's even surprising Lake Mead Reservoir is even working, considering the water levels have dropped so low that once the water gets below the intakes at the Hoover Dam, obviously they're going to be out of line. They're going to be out of power. I mean, I know that the federal agency that runs it is trying to find a way to at least get other water into Lake Mead for the Hoover Dam. Because it's important to keep that power plant running, because if that goes down, that's going to knock out the power for Nevada. That's going to knock out the power for Las Vegas and Lake Tahoe. Not a good thing. Especially since the West Coast is getting seriously cooked. Almost as bad as what's going on in England and the UK. It's getting cooked over there. Let's see. I should check to see if there's any messages on the other, because I'm watching the other screen. You know, I have the panel open. Okay, that's what I thought. Sure, we can try Christie's. Maybe we could drive around over in Winchester Center, maybe. Price of gasoline is coming down a little bit. I did see a slight drop at the price of gasoline at Cumbies a couple days ago. So the gasoline is slowly starting to drop back in price. But I think the damage was already done to the economy. Skynet says, Michelle, I think you should consider more night shows. I'm not a marriage counselor. Okay. Oh, by the way, speaking of counseling, I got a telephone appointment with the Community Health and Wellness's Behavioral Health Division for therapy intake. So we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to be seeing some intake opportunities for getting the psychotherapy. Also, the plastic surgeon's office called me and wanted to talk a little bit about my finances, about my plans for my insurance payments, whatever. And we talked about financing. And like I told her nicely, I said, right now, I just want to go in for the consultation to see how much it's going to cost, see who's going to finance it. Because she said that they do have payment programs. I said, well, that's a great start. I said, but we'll have to see how that goes, if they also have hardship programs, to get the belly and the ears done. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do something with the floopy ears. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something with the floopy ears. I have soft cartilage, and yes, I do take vitamin D3, so, yeah. No. No. Definitely not. No. No. Because first of all, Skynet, you have to remember one thing. Okay? What it comes down to is deep down is that you don't want things to change on the show. I mean, you still have, at least for now, the one night show. Maybe two. And so we're going to try to get some new stuff on the show. Oh, I got a feeling I know one person that probably fell for a female, and they probably didn't even really think about it. But he is a macaroni product, and that's all I can tell you. How much is the total production? How much is the government paying? I don't know. That's why I told him, I said I need an estimate. And the lady from the plastic surgery place said, "You're smart. You want an estimate." I said, "Well, if it's like I want to go get my car fixed, right? I want to know how much is it going to cost, what the mechanic is going to charge me. Even if it's an estimate. I want an estimate here. Because that way I can decide then and there if it's something I can afford or not." So that's all I can tell you right now is I don't have any numbers. I don't like not having any concrete numbers to go on. Yeah, I think he does. In many ways, Leo is actually quite alluring in a good way. That's all I can say about Leo. But unfortunately, she's only got so much patience. So the man, he does anything stupid and keeps continually doing something stupid, she's going to give him the cold shoulder. Hundreds of dollars was given for simply destroying a marriage, Michelle. Well, we're talking originally about the flab removal in the stomach. That is not strictly cosmetic. That is not strictly cosmetic. It will be worked with in concert with proper eating habits, but it will be, and that was something me and my doctor discussed, is it would not be a strictly cosmetic procedure because there is some concern that medically it may be a requirement to at least, get the excessive weight off my knee, which is taking a lot of weight on it. It'll be like removing like about 20 pounds of flap, if even that much, considering it also surrounds the organ. Right. Oh, he's a Taurus. So look at the Taurus reading. Now, if you remember what I said about Taurus, is that Taurus has two choices. If they put the work in, they can gain ahead. If you don't, he's just going to be suffering heartbreak or stagnation. So he needs to grab the bull by the horns, no pun intended, and seriously say, "Let's go, Brandon." And now look, that's the reality here, okay? Any Taurus or anybody who gets a tarot reading, needs to understand that it's up to them to begin the process, to get the process going. If they're just going to sit there possibly like a big fat turd on a floor, only thing that's going to happen is eventually somebody's going to scoop you up and throw you into a garbage can. Now, if you want to seriously change your life, you're going to have to put some effort in. Tarot reading, we're just giving you the map. But if you don't want to do the actual turn by turn, you're not going to get ahead. All right? That's just a fact. You mean the bot. Not botter. The bot. See, there's a woman they interviewed called the bot. Very pretty looking person, but it's not botter. Okay? Botter is a completely different person. September 9th at 10:15 or 10:30 a.m. I think it's at 10:30 a.m. on September 9th. So sometime from now. Because Chris asked me to make it a little later on so we would have a little more time. Oh, it's 11. It says 10:15. Is it 10:15? Let's see. I'll pull that up. Actually, I told it to Krista. Let's see. I covered a lot of other things here too. Let's see. Covered a lot of things. Well, let me just go pull up the calendar here. Makes it quicker, faster. The quicker, faster. That sounds crude. It's the quicker, faster. Yeah. 9th. That's October. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the time. It is going to be at 10:15. Okay, so 10:15 in the morning. At Yukon Medical Center, which is a state-run medical school, where they train plastic surgeons, dentists, orthopedic surgeons, and a few other procedures. So, in other words, it's a state-run University of Connecticut medical campus. Last time I was at a water park was back in 1988. Yeah, 1988. 1988. In Arkansas, in Little Rock. They had a wave pool too, which is kind of fun. I haven't. I would like to go back to a water park. The first thing I got to do is find a nightgown, find a bathing suit I like that fits. I need a size 24 one piece. Don't even talk to me about bikini. No. Definitely not. By the way, somebody tried to come in our apartment last night. But Ed was up. He told me he heard someone trying to rattle the doorknob. I said, shit. And I said, it sounds like we gotta get those cameras up here. Someone's trying to break into the apartment. Well, we have a lake. We have the lake. We have Risha Beach, public beach. Other than that, there's not a lot to do in Winston. Oh yeah, you can do some hiking, but if your legs can handle it, you can do some hiking. When you live in the country, pretty much is DIY fun. In other words, it's up to you to make your own fun. So that makes it harder for some people to understand that. Yeah, but why wouldn't you ring the doorbell like he usually does? Right. I wonder if it was homeless Mike trying to sneak in. But that's where the security cameras would have helped if I decided to go with the system. We have that in New Braunfels. Maybe, but we made sure the kitchen door was and the front door were locked. Okay. So we will see what's going to happen today. Not really. Well, I mean, we have kitchen knives, but they're not exactly on standby, like ready to stab somebody. Like, besides Ed's medical team, probably maybe one person. Chris from downstairs comes by. Why would I do that? Well, I think that's what we need to do. Is the doors are locked. We keep the deadbolts locked on them. We need to identify, clarify who they are, quantify how many there are. It's not a fact of the matter of basically hearing when anybody's coming through. It's a fact of the matter is observing who's coming through. That's the reasons why I'm looking into the security cameras. Like I said, I'm not totally dismissed it yet. No, because that's our exits out, because for fire safety. Like I said, security cameras would help catch a lot of possible headaches, but I can see Ed with a shotgun, actually. I can see Ed with a dual barrel shotgun. I can see me pulling back a crossbow, but I think it's a lot of draw force to pull back a crossbow. But in Connecticut, we don't have stand your ground policies. In fact, if you try to do the same thing that you can do legally in Florida and Connecticut, you will be arrested. I know it's easy to install, but it's also easy to hack. Okay? And I'm not installing an iRing. We're going to, if we go this far, we're going to install one that we could even interface in with the live shows. Think about why that could be valuable. Let's say, for example, like you want to watch the hallway, you're waiting for a package, and you want people to see on TV that you're watching the door. You could show the camera on in a corner of the video so you can see if anybody comes to the door or whatever when the package is. Never said you can't. You could just email them. You gotta email links. Just make sure the title is fairly descriptive of what it is. Yeah, you could do that. Okay, let's go, Brandon. Let's go. Yeah. Come on, Nightbot. Get the lead out. There we go. There's my email address. That's where you would send your emails containing your video links to review. Now, back to the question I asked earlier that no one answered. Is there any kind of questions, tarot questions, or topics, especially tarot questions, you would like to ask for this week? I mean, besides the ones that are very common, like romance, finances. I mean, everybody does asks about those too. Everybody wants to feel loved, and everybody wants to feel rich, right? How you doing, Tiger Kitty? Well, we're going to get some more oracle cards so we can fill in some additional spaces. I don't go fishing. I don't fish. Ed used to go fishing a lot when he had a fishing license. I don't have the heart to fish. I don't like the thought of having to pull poor little hooks out of a poor fish's throat. It makes me really, really sad. It makes me really, really disgusted, actually. I tried it at a very, very young age. I didn't like it then either. We just never got into fishing. Although watching lobstermen at sea or deadliest catch, I kind of think that'd be kind of an interesting job, crabbing and lobster fishing. Because the fact is, crabs worth some serious money. Well, same thing with the lobsters. I actually would be interested in try that, but animal husbandry is important to keep. It includes taking care of horses, goats, sheep, mules, donkeys. Anybody who actually has any livestock does this every day, especially if they have horses and mules, donkeys. making sure that they're groomed, clean, looking nice is important. It also helps remove fly eggs and other unwanted stuff in their coats, which is important. Yeah. I like the kind of fish hooks they have now, which are spring loaded. They don't have barbs on them. They're kind of like some of those hooks you sometimes see hanging on. There's a little spring that closes, and then it just closes on the lip of the fish. In other words, it doesn't pierce the skin, and so it's very quickly easy to release them. They're just basically pushing the hook, and then you can throw them back in if they're too small or whatever. And I like that kind of hook, better hook. That's mandated now in the ocean fishing. I don't really see it being mentioned too much in the other kind of fishing, like for small, for individual fishing. But the spring-loaded hooks are better because they're not going to have a barb that bites into the poor fish like that, and so the fish still gets stuck with a hook in his nose, but since it's spring loaded, it's easy to get on and off. It doesn't even involve taking it apart or cutting it. It doesn't traumatize the fish to the same level, which I think is a good idea. We have some lakes too. There's not a lot of Winston is mostly white. There's some black families, but it's mostly white. Most of the crime in Winston is white on white crime. It's mostly domestic disturbances, preacher pieces. Those are the two most popular type of crimes in Winston. It's not really like a major deal. Well, the thing is, the difference between a person that self-inflicts hooks on their skin or whatever versus a fish is that the fish didn't actually ask to have a piercing. You have to remember that. There's some drugs crime, but not much. Mostly crime for possession of, not sometimes DWIs. We haven't had a robbery in Winston in a while, but there have been robberies in Winston in the past. Winston's a sleepy little rural town. We're just outside of suburban, so it's not bad. Winchester Center is kind of even more rural than Winston is. Basic species from Asia, like the Asian carp. I don't know much about Asian carp. I really don't. Anyway, it's already starting to get cooking in here. It's hot. No, I have not. Well, I wouldn't say actually. Maybe I should say that I had one close call, but I really wasn't arrested. In other words, they didn't click the cuffs on me and cuff me and stuff me, but they certainly did send me to court. The No, I got enough mods. Yeah, there is prostitution instead. It's not a publicly noticed thing, but it does exist. That was what I meant. Is I actually wasn't cuffed and stuffed. In other words, I didn't spend any time in jail or anything. I was just basically had to go to court. But I didn't actually get arrested, thrown in the tank, or whatever, no. They didn't even take a ride in a police car. I have a hunch, and this is an opinion, this is not. I have a hunch that he kind of wants to try to get back together in a relationship way. I think. I might be wrong. Yeah, but don't forget, fish are kind of like Ron Popeil's Showtime rotisserie. Set them, i.e. drop them, and forget them. Let the little fishies try to figure out how to survive. That's pretty much what they do. It's not like mommy fish basically sits there and watches her little tiny little fishlets try to figure out how to survive. No, I was not. Oh, Krista, we're gonna have to get some more Cumberland Farms cups. These cups are getting long in the tooth. So maybe next time me and you come by, if the weather is cooperative, maybe we can go hang out at Cumberland Farms, buy a few coffees, and then they'll give you, or sodas or something, and they'll give you a few free cups. I don't know what he does. I never asked him for the details. How you doing, Jojo? Oh, the panel is open. I'm sorry I didn't post the link for that. Yeah, So, I'm sorry. Ed made breakfast this morning. We made scrambled eggs and bacon, some bagels. trolling. I don't know anything about anybody who does it, okay? Just... maybe they're redesigning their page. Who knows? Maybe they're redesigning the page. What about 8chan? What's 8chan doing? What's 16chan up to? 16chan. Let's not forget 32, 64, 128, and 256chan. I don't know anything about 4chan. What kind of error message are you getting on 4chan? That'll give you a clue. Are you getting a 404? Or are you getting, like, when you try fingering or pinging it? What kind of error messages do you get to 4chan? No, I don't. I don't know anything with it. Yeah. Skynet says trolling. We're gonna get Michelle. There. Yeah. Well, you know, there's a lady in Winston that Ed met that he thought was really, really attractive, but she's married. She was also a Taurus. And he still would like to bring one of the girls from Florida up here. He said the only thing is she likes the city life, and this isn't it. I said, well, she's always been in Florida all her life. She's never been in Connecticut. She's never been where they actually have winter and snow and ice. Well, maybe she might like it, but I can't say. But if she's used to living into the city or suburbs, she might be happier in Torrington than Winston. Okay. Ed can get it up again. They're too expensive. Problem is, Viagra is not good for people with high blood pressure and heart problems. That stuff's going to be used with great care. No, we're not. Well, right now it's getting really, really hot in here. Let's see how hot it is. Let's see how spicy it is today. Right now, at 10:51 a.m., it is currently 29 degrees. Expected high today is 33 degrees with a low of 19 degrees. By 12 noon, it'll be a high of 31. Yeah, the temperature is just going to keep on marching. Alright, so, however, the good news is that tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be 50% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 31, so it's going to cool down just about 2 degrees Celsius. Friday will be sunny, a high of 32. Saturday, back to rotisserie, sunny and 33. Same thing for Sunday, except it'll be mostly cloudy. Monday shows 60% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 29. Tuesday, more of the same without the thunderstorms. Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 29. Thursday, 40% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 29. So it's gonna be toasty now. I have some on the West Coast in here right now. Modesto, California is 22 degrees Celsius. What are the expected high today of 39? Ooh. Wow. That's hot. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in Modesto, California. 39? No, thank you. It's 28 here. I know. It's just a little bit colder than us, but not by much. I did. She said that right now, the steward, in one sense, is trying to make up for the fact is that he wants people to be able to have fun in the sun. And I said, well, the problem is that some people are actually a little bit too warm. They kind of want to cool off a little bit. Well, she said, well, when you actually did the job, you kept it cool for most of America, and they were actually happy. Yeah, see, I was doing all 4 seasons for like 2 years, and it was like hell because I was like I didn't even really. I hated hot heat, so I kept the summer like under 27 degrees Celsius all summer long in Connecticut. I think we had 129, and which was good because you still didn't have to run as many air conditioners. But California was still having a drought too. They weren't doing any better then as they are now. They were just miserable. But I was trying to create a blocking high to keep all the heat out of Connecticut. The problem is that at the same time, you actually did was you also kept the rain to a minimum too, because there was no disturbances coming through. So the ground got very dry, which was like I finally said, we got to bring some moisture in here. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have empathy for you, Carrie. My air conditioner in the summertime has a hard time keeping me up. Let's see, who's here? Hello? Are you here to see Ed? He's in the bedroom. Okay. What's that? Yeah, it's nurses. All right. Yeah, put a bikini on. Yeah. Right now, my bedroom unfortunately has a wall that faces the sun at night, and the wall is not insulated. So what happens is the air conditioner does pretty good in the nighttime. It gets the room really cold, and then if you leave it running 24 hours a day, the bedroom stays hospitable. But if you turn the air conditioner off, because you know you're not going to be in there, and then by the time the peak of the day comes, the air conditioner cannot easily get back to coldness. It just fights you. Is that good looking or what? I didn't even look at the nurse. I just basically went to make sure it was just somebody that was here to talk to Ed and not somebody trying to break in and steal shit. So what it comes down to is because of the heat, and even the computer is running on the high side at 59 degrees Celsius. It's a good thing I replaced the heat sink grease on the computer when I put the new processor in, because I think that this thing would have seriously overheated. It was so... The heat sink grease was so old that it was basically effectively useless. So I replaced it with Arctic Silver when I upgraded to 3.33 gigahertz Xenon processor. And I'm actually pretty proud of my choice of using a 3.33 gigahertz processor because it still gives me good performance. And with the 32 gigabytes of ECC RAM, this old 2009 Mac Pro is seriously still kicking. It's still doing its job. That's what makes a difference. You keep these computers running as long as you can. Um. Um. So now she's talking to Ed. Well, he's not here. We already know that. That's one of the reasons too. Like I said, with the security camera system, it's like if we put the security camera in, we'll be able to, with the DVR, we'll be able to watch everything that's going on. Like whoever comes and goes in the hallway, up the stairs. I need a bigger hard drive first. I don't know. That's about. Enough of the caffeine shit. There's an interesting tarot reading I got. There was a general reading from Virgo the Goddess, and she said that there's somebody, possibly an Aquarius, that secretly admires you. But the problem is that this person hadn't said anything about the fact that they love you. And so they basically are quietly waiting for you to recognize that you love them. And it's like, excuse me, how can you acknowledge you love someone when you don't know who they are? That doesn't make a bit of sense. No, she's younger. You too. How you doing? Confused Tiger Noodles. He sent nudes to her. Let me go ahead and make some, put this cup in the sink to soak and get the coffee stains out of it. And I'm going to go grab the water in the refrigerator because we're going to be need to drink water today. Forget the coffee because the coffee is, even though it's cold, it's not a good idea to drink a diuretic during heat like this. And I'm not going to drink, this cup is dirty anyway. Let me just soak this. Let's get some drinking water here. This is just regular water. I know it's in a Sprite bottle, but it's not Sprite. It's just regular drinking water. So, So, okay. I do admit that this water was part of our water stash, which means it's even though it's chlorinated, it was bottled about a year ago. It tastes like some water from some old wells I know when I grew up in the countryside. Nice more. Okay, so. Oh, I'm sure I probably will, because I gotta probably change the water anyway, because it's getting a little stale. I mean, it's been stored for about a year. So we're rotating through a water supply. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that at all. What I do know is that it's so seedy. Right. Well, since Leo kicked me out of her Discord, I don't know what she's doing on her Discord anymore. And again, it's just a terrible idea to be on cam while your wife is on the other side. Again, I don't know anything about this, but I do know this is getting very hot here. So, I don't know anything about the person at all. I have no idea anything about these people. But you know, the way I see it, it's none of my damn business to be involved in people's relationships. Well, let me make a quick run to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna use the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Okay? Hang on, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Nature called. He had a drinking thing. So I said, thought that blasted noodles out. Yeah. Heartbeat does done me too. Again, really bad idea to get on cam. I don't know what you think about this. I really don't. It's not really like something that I want to get into. And theoretically speaking, I'm not part of the Boyd. I'm a free agent. I don't have any affiliation to any particular group. Now she is. What kind of internet issues? Like bad. So, wonder what Virgo the Goddess is saying today. If you guys want to know why this channel changed, or somebody accused of someone being like around the church trying to manipulate the channel, I'm going to answer this question because I know some people had no idea what's going on. Which is number one, there is no Ron the Church here. Talking about this stuff. In fact, the person that I've been watching a video of, a tarot reader, let's see, is pretty accurate. And let's see. Virgo the Goddess. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can find her channel. Virgo the Goddess. I absolutely love this reader. What she said yesterday, same shit, different day. And it's like, there's these traits occurring on for Virgo. In fact, these days, the first one from yesterday, same shit, different day. And the day before, it's the same when the ones you loved. And then after that, they're praying for you to reach out. Archangel Michael's defending you. Their plan fails. You're about to be bounced back. That was about 5 days ago. What she also said is that there is an Aquarius that loves you. But this Aquarius has a problem. This person isn't actually told you that they love you. They watch you on the internet. They are in your life. And at the same time, they're wondering what's going on with you. Where are you getting advice from? And she says, you're getting it from a tarot card reader. And I kind of laughed. I said, yeah, you. I think she figured that out. Anyway, so, 2 exercises on stream. Oh, God. Okay. Skynet wants to come on. Let me get this thing on here. I gotta put my cans on. Okay, hold on, Skynet.
Hello?
How you doing?
Good morning.
Hey.
Did you see what I posted about Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies?
Yeah, I did. Sweating to the oldies, too, yeah.
Sweating to the oldies, too, yeah. What do you think about maybe doing, like, an exercise segment?
Not really. That's not really what I do on this channel. But the thing is, besides that, right now it is so hot in here. If you were to do an exercise segment, you might as well have the paramedics on standby because you will basically fall over and die. It is too hot.
Didn't you say at night it gets real cold in your room because of the air conditioner?
It gets cold, yeah. It gets down to about 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
So at what time of night does that occur?
Usually by about by 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? Wow, that's really far into the day. That's a lot farther than I thought you were going to say. Well, still, 11 o'clock. I
don't think the neighbors downstairs would like to hear someone basically at the risk of jumping through their ceiling. Thump, 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 thump.
It's called sweating to the oldies, not getting ready for Army war combat. I mean, did you watch the video at all? Like, they're just moving around their hands and stepping in place.
Yeah. The stepping in place is still going to potentially cause... but anyway, that's another story. Anyway,
but the music's good. The music's good, right? You like the music? You like the oldies?
Yeah.
And I wonder, 'cause I wonder
60s, 70s, yeah.
Who stopped the rain? You know that song? Who stopped the rain? Yeah.
Yeah, I know the music, yeah. Speaking of that, don't forget that in the fall, once the temperatures start to come down, we are going to be doing more Silvermoon radio on Patreon and on Discord. So, and maybe even on Twitch. I don't know about the Twitch, but... So Silvermoon radio will be coming back in the fall.
So what are we going to be doing? Push-ups?
No, we're going to be... The only thing that's been doing any lifts at all is the turntable stylus.
Stomach crunches?
In other words, my stylus is going to constantly be doing push-ups as it lifts itself off the record constantly.
Michelle, you know what a sit-up is, right?
I know what a sit-up is.
All right, do you know what a crunch is?
I think so, yeah.
Right, it's kind of like a sit-up, but you don't go all the way. And do you know what a bicycle crunch is?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. Would you like for me to demonstrate?
No, not right now. But anyway, the point is that what I'm trying to say is, let's see. I've been
Cause I
vilified for.
wonder who stopped the rain. I could go for some rain. Do you like rain on hot days like this?
What's that?
You know when it rains on like a hot day like this, and then the steam kind of evaporates off the roof and leaves rainbow effects. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. Oh, let's see. Paul wants to come on.
Hello, Michelle.
Go ahead.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Hey,
Michelle. I
got
was wondering. Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Michelle, I got $1 for every jumping jack you can do on stream right now. $1 for every jumping jack you can do on stream.
Oh my god!
Right now.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't really, guys. I really don't do a lot of workout. I walk. I
know,
go
Michelle.
places. I take care of things.
I'm trying to motivate
get
you, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm trying to motivate you, Michelle. I mean, I'm in the same place you were. Well, not as bad, but you know, at the same time, I want to lose some weight. I know you want to lose some weight. That's why you're going to a nutritionalist.
Well,
That's why you're
how about
talking
doing
to
something that's a little bit low
a
impact?
surgeon.
For
And I'm
example,
trying to do. We're trying to do it the healthy.
if you're near the countryside, why don't you try hiking?
Yes, hiking is great. Sure, I used to do that too when I lived near hills. Okay, but like we're just talking about sweating to the oldies, something that could be
Honey, all you have to do is just sit outside. You'll be
an event.
sweating without even doing any effort.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine what Kiwi Farms would say, Michelle, if you were to lose all that weight you have and you're like a fine ass blood elf?
They'd probably take that article down.
They probably would.
Wow.
Did you ever think of that?
Let me take a look at the side
You
chat
said
too.
that you don't like people making fun of you, right? Michelle, you don't like to be made fun of.
No, but they never
Right?
made fun of
No.
him at weight though.
Well, they do call
if you were
they do call you a little cow, Michelle. I mean, a cow is a pretty big animal. That's kind of digging at your weight, I would say, a little bit. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, but they don't make fun of my weight though. I already know that.
Again, they called you a cow, Michelle. You don't call most people a cow when you think they're.
People call me
still,
sick.
all right. Let's get rid of Kiwi Farm and being made fun of. Michelle, what about the healthy aspect to it? Didn't you say that you have like no cartilage left in your knees and stuff? So we need to get your knees kind of a little bit of rehab, or maybe your ankles or something. You know, there's stuff you can do, like leg lifts. You want to do some leg lifts, Michelle?
The problem is the cartilage in my ears is soft. That's why my ears sack.
What the fuck does your ears have?
We're not talking about your ears, Michelle. We're talking about your knee. No one's talking about your ears.
Right now, the thing is, my tendons in my knee had to really kind of rebuild themselves because they were torn.
And sitting around's not doing that, Michelle. You got to work them out.
Right. If we do sweating to the oldies, you know, I would say start off with just once a weekend. Get yourself, you know, in the groove. You don't want to go hard. If you go hard right off the bat, you're going to have all these pains and stuff. It's not good. Start off slow, just like 10 minutes of sweating with the oldies. Put on the music. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. You get what I'm saying, Michelle? Have a good time with it.
Michelle,
enjoy yourself.
Michelle, if you wanted to... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just going to share this out with you guys so you guys can see it. Because I don't know if you've got the other screen.
Michelle, if you'd be willing to do it on stream, I will get on the Google Meets with you. You can put me on the camera, Michelle, and I'll do it with you. Sweating to the oldies.
Right now, I'm just going to say is that speaking of sweating to anything, is that speaking of the music, we're going to be doing the Silvermoon radio again in the fall.
Oh, you've already mentioned this. In the fall. Yes.
And then in August, you're going to a nutritionist for unknown reasons. I mean, honestly, Michelle, that's a waste of money. That is the biggest waste of money I have ever seen.
What is?
Going to a nutritionist.
I mean, they're going to tell you what you already know, Michelle.
It's necessarily a waste of money.
Well, they're going to tell you what you already know. She's going to tell you to eat healthier, eat more vegetables, more fruits, more
She'll probably
protein.
give you a calendar of like set days you're supposed to do, just like I'm already saying with exercising, right? You could be like,
see, guys,
you,
hold on. Okay, let's start with one thing at a time. Okay, number
what do you
one.
want to start with?
One question is why do I eat what I eat? Was there a reason my body wants those things? Is it lacking a certain certain nutrient?
Well, in
Now
a lot of ways, Michelle, it doesn't.
Think about it for a minute. You eat what your body, or at least you're supposed to. You eat what your body tells you you're lacking. Okay. Now, with overprocessed food, how do you know that you're really getting what your body's
So there's
saying
no
it
way your
needs?
body is telling you that you need to eat pizza because you're lacking in pizza.
No, I think your body's trying to say is you're lacking in niacin, which would be right. That's why I have to take niacin.
Right, but what's that got to do with you not eating healthy, Michelle? You don't eat healthy because you're lazy and you don't cook.
No,
Or
I
you
think
don't-
she's
you don't
right
buy
in
the
that
food.
she doesn't eat
I
healthy
do.
because there's not a lot of healthy options, and the healthy options are like more money than like the non-healthy options. So she thinks that she's saving money by like getting 2 medium Cokes when she goes there because it fills her up, even though it's like, you know, it is not good to be trying to fill yourself up on soda because you don't have enough money to buy soda.
It is expensive to eat healthy. That is a very good point.
Right now,
it
eating
does get
healthy,
expensive.
getting organic food,
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
fresh
though,
fruits,
would work
vegetables.
out
If you
and
can
like
get
bust muscles all day, and then he would smoke weed and drink beer. And that was like his secret, was all of the beer that he drank because he worked out so much. You know, he had the carbohydrates. So you can say that like nasty food is bad for you, and that's true. But like if you were being like physically active and you had like the sweating to the oldies, or you were, doing stuff all the time.
I don't know if you realize this, but last night, guys, I didn't even really eat at all. I didn't even eat dinner at all. I had breakfast.
That's unhealthy. It's very unhealthy not to eat, Michelle. It's not going to lose the weight. What loses the weight is eating a meal.
It's called intermittent fasting. It's actually is.
Sure. I mean, but you're going to gain the weight back as soon as you eat a meal. But what you need to do is eat a meal and then turn that meal you ate into healthier calories.
It's got to be risky to intermittently fast and then eat McDonald's right after that. I mean, that's probably very toxic. That's not clean fluids going into your body. Have a salad or something. Have some chicken. Grill some chicken. Can you grill chicken, Michelle?
Well,
do you have the ability to grill?
Well, do you want to say anything to Krista's comment right there?
Or boil?
What?
Krista says,
no, you know what you can do. You can still eat the same food. You just got to eat less. You just got to eat less carbohydrates, and you got to stay away from tons of sugar. And I managed to lose so far 27 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I'd agree, but I also think on top of that, let's get in some sweating with the oldies. I mean, the show needs some new content. The best thing about your show is when you try something different and you do something different for a while.
Now, Krista, I don't.
They're known as sagas. The bottom of YouTube calls this sagas. So you need to come up with a new saga, Michelle.
The tarot reading did say you need to change your channel, Michelle. As you've stated many times.
If you were a hot blood elf, Michelle, people would look at you and talk to you much different. I mean, you saw what kind of reaction Tiger Kitty gets whenever she comes on camera. Those women will be all over her. Right? Don't you want that, Michelle? Don't you want the women to be all over you?
Some good motivation right there.
I don't really think about relationship, but anyway, the thing is that
I'm not saying relationships. I'm just saying to be attracted to you.
Maybe for Andrew as well. I know, he's coming to America soon. You might want to drop a couple of LBs. Get ready for that visit.
Yeah, trolling likes the idea of the exercises at night. Tiger Kitty.
Excuse me, I'm going to say one thing to what John Heyman said. First, men don't have boobs.
Yes, they do. What are you talking about, Michelle? Yes, they do.
Nothing like
You yourself said so. You yourself said so,
no,
Michelle. What are you talking
they
about?
don't have working mammary milk-producing glands. I've got that.
So,
I've seen men be milked, so I don't buy that, Michelle. Men definitely can produce milk.
So you're saying if someone can't produce milk, they're not a woman, Michelle? Is that what you're saying?
Men do not have the ability to produce milk because they lack the progesterone
So
hormone.
that's what makes a difference between a man and a woman is a woman can produce milk and a man can't.
Also, men cannot bear children.
Well, never mind. I'll just leave that.
But what
one
about
alone.
women who have radical hysterectomies? They can't bear children either. Yeah, it's true.
So does that make them not women? So you're saying they're not real women if you can't bear a child or produce milk? It's kind of sexist, Michelle.
No, it's just the fact is that's what a woman means. She means she has a womb, a uterus. So obviously, if you have a radical hysterectomy, you don't have a uterus anymore.
All right.
So are you still legally entitled to be called?
Yeah. Let's get back.
So in other words, are you still legally entitled to be called a woman? Yes, you are. Believe it or not, but even though you can't bear children anymore.
So what do you say, Michelle? 10 minutes of sweating with the oldies too? Start off?
Whatever.
What's that guy? What's the guy on sweating with the oldies?
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons. Don't you like Richard Simmons, Michelle? I mean, he is a hoot.
Got a lot of energies, very colorful character.
Yeah, he's like I'm not even sure if he's gay, but if he is gay, I'm totally cool with Richard
Yeah,
Simmons.
100%. Yeah,
right, take it, Kitty. I understand that. Yep.
Helped a lot of people. It's helped a lot of people, Michelle. You should let him help you. You'd love it.
All right, guys. So here's the deal. It's already 11:30. It's getting hot here. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up because of the heat. We're not gonna be on for until 12 noon. That's asking for too much today.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do is let's talk about when is the next night show. Officially, it's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe with the oldies.
Maybe because today is Wednesday. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday we'll have a second show. I don't know yet.
Today's Wednesday. If you want to do it today.
No, I'm not doing it today because it's going to be one of the hottest days. Okay. Well,
What are your plans for today, Bill?
All right, guys. Anyway, listen. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
We'll see you for sweating with the oldies, Michelle.
We'll see what we can do. Back. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Honestly, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves. All right, so basically what it comes down to is everybody's talking about exercise, which is fine. But unfortunately, right now, given the temperatures outside, you would go exercise in an area with no air conditioning, you'd be dead. All right? Especially idea of vaccines moving to the oldies. Honey, just trying to walk around a house doing the household work is enough to make you sweat. And you don't even have to jiggle your body to the oldies. Okay? And so, I mean, I want to consider having a night show for Friday. Okay? And Saturday. No guarantee. But I'll do what I can. Well, since she has an exercise, one time maybe you should do 30 minutes at a time. And put a lot of stress on the heart. Why don't you start with 10 minutes? Chris, I walk around every day. I'm always doing things here. It's not like I just basically sleep in bed and do nothing. It's going to be a 33 degrees Celsius today. There's nobody in their right mind who's going to go outside and walk around and jiggle their butt and basically and cook. I mean, it's that hot. You know. So, all right, guys. Anyway, first I want to thank you guys for being on the morning show. I know it's really hot. Do me a favor, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please do consider becoming a member of Patreon. That's what I want to bring up real quick here. Krista and I talked about this, and I'm going to bring this up to the rest of you guys. Some of the people here are concerned about YouTube having access to your credit cards. And I understand that this is a serious thing with YouTube, Google having access to your credit cards in their Google wallet. That you're concerned that some bad person is going to steal your credit card and do harm. So I want to remind you about privacy.com is there to give you virtual credit cards that you can actually have on file so that you can make sure you can set credit card limits. Like a prepaid card, you can basically set the card limit that you would consider reasonable. So let's say, for example, you can set it to a certain number of times it can be used to a certain amount of balance you want to have available in your privacy.com virtual credit card. Fantastic. Not a problem. However, maybe you want to be more safe and not even pay any donations on YouTube at all because you're afraid of criminals, bad guys stealing your email and then having access to your Google Wallet. I would recommend if you want to make donations, please consider donating to Patreon. If you're really afraid of security, donate on PayPal or on Patreon with the privacy.com virtual card numbers. That's right. You can combine Patreon with virtual cards from privacy.com and therefore double protect your real account from crackers and hackers and people that steal numbers and stuff like that and put them on the dark web. That's the way to do it. So that's what I would say. Go ahead and it's free. Privacy.com allows you to have a virtual card that you set the limits, how many times it can be used, and who can use it. That's just another nice feature with privacy.com. So not only can you connect it with my PayPal or my Patreon account, you can also connect it with Google Pay as well. So therefore, the card, you set the limit, you can go over the limit, so crackers can steal the numbers, whatever, but because there is that, it's a virtual card, it can be closed instantly, and that money will be returned back to your main account. Fantastic. Great for security, and great for people making donations for the one you love. And it may be a great gift card, too, because if you have a loved one that you want to give a gift card to, but you don't want to give them a full credit card or whatever, then go to privacy.com, create a virtual card, load it with the amount of money you want to load, and then give them the information, such as the credit card number, the CVV number, expiration date, and boom, there's a gift card. You just mail it to them, and they can spend it every way you want. You can set it for how many times you can spend, or you can spend how much you can spend. Great option. And privacy.com, as I said, does work with PayPal and Patreon. So therefore, you can still make a donation to the North American Snow Queen Patreon page as well. Please remember there's at least 3 tiers that you might want to consider. 1, the miser. It's $1 a month, but you don't really get access to much. Okay, it's just like, kind of like nice knowing you, pal, kind of level. Not really worth much. Okay, but some people, that might be all they can do. 2, audio and the miser combined. Okay, this is audio only account, which means that you can listen to videos and watch and read pages and stuff, but you can't actually watch live videos or fresh new videos. Now, for that, you want the $10 a month plan, which covers audio, video, and the miser combined, which means that you can have, the ability to watch the Silvermoon radio videos, listen to the Silvermoon radio videos, and access our books and stuff online on our Patreon page. And that's $10 a month, which is a one-time monthly thing. That's a better way of actually making sure. Also, I get paid instantly on the 7th of the month. I don't have to wait to reach $100. I get paid regardless. Even for the $30 or $20, $25 I get now, I get paid on the 7th of the month, every month, regardless. And so, therefore, I don't have to wait. That's way better than the YouTube memberships. YouTube membership basically says, oh, you know what? I only going to get paid if you only make $100 a month. That's something to keep in mind. So maybe you don't want to have anything to do with YouTube because YouTube is used you and you've been used, but you want to still donate, but you want to keep your cards secret. Well, then go ahead and log into my Patreon.com privacy.com page. Look at the sticky link above and consider using a privacy.com virtual card to donate. Thus, your account is protected from hackers and crackers and card stealers and scoundrels and scumbags, and it's a great way to go. Yeah, I said, Virgo, we're going to try to have a night show on Friday and Saturday coming up. Friday and Saturday. Okay? That's my plan. For Friday or Saturday, it'll probably be on the porch because of the heat. Friday and Saturday. Okay, so it will be on the porch more than likely on Friday or Saturday. Maybe it could be in the bedroom. Maybe. We'll see. Then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Virgo Vixen, Carrie, everyone else, all the other Virgos in here. I'm working on it. All right? That's what I want to do. Or we can take the computer with us to McDonald's and just buy a Diet Coke there, set up in, because we still have a mobile hotspot, and we can do a live show at McDonald's at the table, bringing my iMac or my MacBook, and then using my external USB camera. I know it's going to be kind of choppy, jumpy frame rate and all that crap, but hell, you know, it's. I did buy my 2009 Mac Pro for a MacBook for a reason, so I want to put it to work, right? Yeah. So that's what I want to try to do. So we're going to focus on another night show real soon. As far as working out, sweating to oldies, whatever, please understand that, yes, Friday night, it may be possible to have a night show at McDonald's. Not necessarily because I'm hungry, but because it's air conditioned and, excuse me, and it's conveniently easy to get to. It's already 31 degrees. Holy crap, it's getting hot in here. So Friday night, it says it's going to be a high of 32, but it's going to be down to 19 degrees Celsius. Now let's see if I can get any details on Friday weather. No, I don't see any details for Friday and Saturday. We might do the same thing. We might do a show outside, or we might do a McDonald's again because they have air conditioning. So that's what we'll do. I'll just bring one of the laptops with me. The problem with bringing the laptops is they have hard drives in them. They don't have SSDs. So we already saw what this computer, or what my walker did to this camera and this phone. I don't want to guess what it would do with something with, even if it's parked, spinning platters. So basically have a very small, sensitive little head that can likely basically get wrapped and jostled and shaken to death. So I would be very cautious about wheeling a laptop with a laptop in there. The hard drive's now there. So, but we're going to see what we're going to do with the temperatures. So for now, everybody, do me a favor. Please stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. We'll see what we can do to have a night show for Friday, as I said, and of course Saturday. Definitely maybe both days we might go outside. Maybe both days we might go to McDonald's. We don't know. Okay, if we go to McDonald's, I have to grab my headphones because phone calls and all that horse hockey. I don't know how that's going to work. A Linux laptop would work great for that. Yeah, because that's also got Tonal Bear on it as well. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys real soon. Stay out of trouble. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want a big whopper.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie's. They're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see like other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the afane, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Gauntlet 1. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.